Have you ever heard of the woman who became the voice of a nation when every other channel went silent? This is the incredible story of Inês Camões. It's April 25th, 1974. In Portugal, a country that had been under a strict dictatorship for nearly half a century, freedom of speech was non-existent, and the media was heavily censored. But change was in the air. A group of young military officers, tired of the oppressive regime and endless colonial wars, were planning a coup. They called themselves the Armed Forces Movement, and their plan was audacious, risky, and hinged on a secret signal. Their signal wasn't a gunshot or a secret code. It was a song. At exactly 10:55 p.m. on April 24th, a rádio station was supposed to play E Depois do Adeus and After the Goodbye. The second, more crucial signal was scheduled for just after midnight. Grândola Vela Morena, a song by a banned protest singer. At 20 minutes past midnight, the forbidden notes of Grândola Vela Morena crackled to life and were broadcast across Portugal. It was the shot heard round the country without a single bullet being fired. All over Portugal, soldiers heard the song and sprang into action. They seized strategic points in Lisbon government buildings, television stations, and the airport. The people, hearing the song and seeing the soldiers, poured into the street. But they weren't rioting. They were celebrating. They placed carnations, the flower of the season, into the muzzles of the soldiers' guns. This is why it became known as the Carnation Revolution, one of the most peaceful coups in modern history. And what about Inês? For those crucial hours as the revolution unfolded, Radio Renascença was the only station broadcasting freely. Inês and her colleagues became the voice of the revolution, reading communiques from the armed forces movement and keeping the public informed. She wasn't just an announcer anymore. She was a beacon of hope, her voice cutting through decades of silence and fear. She took a massive personal risk, but her courage helped ignite a revolution that brought democracy to Portugal with almost no bloodshed. The story of Inês Camões reminds us that history isn't just made by generals and presidents. Sometimes it's made by ordinary people who choose to do extraordinary things in a moment of crisis. A single act of bravery, like playing a forbidden song, can change the course of a nation. So next time you hear about a major historical event, remember the quiet heroes like Innis, the ones who stepped up when everyone else went silent. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more stories of hidden history. See you next time.